Hey guys, and welcome to this 2025 Ultimate Goal Setting Reset. I'm so excited to do this video. I did a similar video last year for 2024. I'll link it down below. In this video, I'm going to revisit my goals and see if I accomplished them from last year. I'm going to look at my vision board from last year and then go through my goals for this year and vision board for this year. So I'm really excited. I'm really hopeful for this coming year and I'm excited to reach these goals and really try my best at accomplishing them. In this video, I'm going to be using the Goal and Habit Tracker by CoPlenty. I saw another YouTuber called Smiley Citrus use this goal setting planner and it was totally up my alley, so I bought it. The way it all was laid out and looked was super appealing to me. I'll run you through it really quickly so that you can kind of have a look at what it is. So basically this is the first page. First of all, it has all these videos, a step-by-step tutorial on how to use the habit tracker, which it's got these daily habit tab. So if you click into the months, for January example, you can put daily habits here and then tick them off here, which is like super satisfying. We love that. And then it's got weekly and monthly goals, which is so good. If you go into the monthly tab again, it's got weekly goals, so you can really break down your yearly goals into weekly goals, and then you have monthly goals here as well. So like week 1, week 2, week 3. And if you look here, it comes up with these like percentages once you actually tick them all off, and then each month has a monthly reflection as well. So at the end of each month you can write and answer the questions: what are my biggest achievements this month, what have been my challenges, what improvements can I make for next month, and summary key takeaways. I've definitely tried to use like physical planners in the past and I get through like a first couple of weeks and then I just never touch them again. Digital is like the way to go and I'm really excited to get into this. I'll have a link down below. Definitely recommend it. I've actually been using it for the last couple of weeks and I can confirm I've lasted more than 2 weeks. Can't believe it. Before I share my goals each year, I kind of have a phrase or focus of the year, and 2024 for me, my focus was slowing down. And it's so funny because I made that goal just before I got pregnant. So if you want to slow down, that's definitely the way to do it. I was like so fatigued and I had to sleep all the time, and then like I like physically got slow, like I couldn't walk as fast as I could, and I really just tried to take it easy. It was definitely a slow year for me, and it's like my brain knew that I was pregnant before me and made that goal. So let's go through my 2024 goals. It's funny because I wrote down these goals but then never looked at them again for the entire year. So I'm really excited for this year to be held more accountable through this spreadsheet and to really be able to track my goals and habits. So in terms of my personal goals for last year, I had less screen time and scrolling, which I ticked off because I feel like it's definitely been an improvement for last year. The next goal was 12 books in 2024, which I did not achieve. I like low-key think, I've never been diagnosed, but I low-key think I have dyslexia and I always struggle reading. And so reading books and stuff is really difficult for me. And it's a big deal if I like finish a book or I like get addicted to a series. This last year, a series that I did get addicted to was Mongolia Parks. That was brilliant and I actually finished those books, but currently I have like 5 books that I'm like reading but I actually haven't finished. So yeah, 12 books in 2024 did not accomplish that. The next goal was pick up a hobby like film photography. I did do this. I bought a film camera. I bought it on our travels. It was literally the best. Isn't it such a fun little hobby to have? Would recommend getting a film camera. The next goal was move house. We did not accomplish this because I made this goal low-key like just weeks before I found out I was pregnant. We actually went to house inspections and stuff to look at moving, but then yeah, we found out I was pregnant and that just threw a spanner in the works, just because financially we would be paying for a mortgage as well as renting, and the rents where we have our house aren't high enough to cover the mortgage. So it kind of like didn't make sense, especially since after having a baby I'll be on maternity leave and earning less money and all that kind of stuff. So it was just a smarter financial decision to stay where we are, but we still eventually want to move. We just, yeah, maybe in a year or 2. My next personal goal was learn to say no. I believe that I really did this, and I'm really proud of myself for only really doing things if I really wanted to do something, and if it was like a full body yes. Now in terms of wellness goals, I have get enough sleep / 9 hours a night. I'm currently 3 months postpartum. I haven't slept more than 3 hours straight in the past 3 months, minus like a handful of times. Did not achieve this goal. In my first trimester, I definitely achieved this goal because if you know, you know, you're just like so sleepy in your first trimester. But yeah, I didn't tick this off because I felt like I didn't really achieve it. The next wellness goal was to track my sleep. I ended up getting this Ultrahuman ring, which actually does track your sleep and your steps and your cycle and literally everything. I would definitely recommend it. I'll have it linked down below. It's by the brand Ultrahuman, and yeah, so I ticked this off because I have been tracking my sleep. Next goal was slow workouts, Pilates / yoga. I ticked this off because I definitely did this. I worked out probably up to like 30 weeks and I really got into like reformer Pilates. I tried to do more of those type of exercises than high intensity exercises, which yeah, are a bit more like stressful on your body. So I ticked that one off. The next goal was self-care Sundays. I did not do this. I kind of wanted to do like every Sunday, do something like do like a self-care ritual. So like have a bath, do my nails, like do a face mask, kind of all that stuff. Did not achieve it. Definitely did not. In terms of financial goals, the first one was being intentional about my spending. I've definitely lost the addiction of shopping, which is great. So I don't really have that urge of like, oh, I really need to buy something, which I've had in the past. I'm pretty good at controlling like when I buy something, and something about me is that I'm not easily influenced. So if I see an ad, it's very unlikely that I'm going to buy that product, which is I think is a good thing because I don't spend too much money on that. The next goal was stick to a budget. We did this, which was really good. We were really good at our budget. And the last one was invest more money, and we have been investing more money, which is great. So love that. In terms of career goals, I had hire an editor, which I did do probably for the first couple of months of the year, and that was a really interesting learning experience. I no longer have an editor, but it was really good because it gave me my time back. But maybe it's like the perfectionist in me, but I found myself kind of going over what they edited and like fixing it. Fixing it, I should say. Probably didn't need to be fixed, but I really enjoyed having an editor, but it's probably a me problem that I have to control everything. And in terms of another career goal, I had make some new YouTube friends. I don't think I did this. I have some YouTube friends that I've kind of built on our relationship, but I would say that I didn't make any new YouTube friends. In the other section, I've got get pregnant, which is what this whole last year was for me basically. I found out I was pregnant in January, so yeah, tick that off. And then another goal of that was slow travel. I really wanted to not jump around too much when we travel and just kind of have more of a slow approach to travel and really enjoy the place that I went to. And I ticked this off because we did go on a baby moon and we spent just like 1 week in like this like little beachy town, and it was like so fun. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, those are my goals for 2024. Okay, let's look at my vision board for 2024. So obviously I've got some pictures of houses. We did not move house, so I did not accomplish that. I have some pregnancy photos here, which we did accomplish, and I got some really cool photos like this as well. I don't know why I've got a picture of cats. I've never really wanted another cat, but I think I just like the picture of the bed, of like slowing down, getting enough sleep, kind of all that stuff. So there's a picture of a film camera, which I got, which is so good. Lots of money things, and I actually accomplished all my financial goals last year, which is good. That was like my picture of getting an editor. I definitely got an editor, which is good. Learning to say no. Self-care checklist challenge, did not do that. I like this quote. It said, slow down to see what you truly need. This little picture kind of resembles like the slow travel kind of vibe. It's funny because like my vision board usually comes true, but like maybe last year was like not it. And then I've got reading books, all these book photos. Did not accomplish my 2024, but that's okay. More film photography, which I did. Film is so fun. Got pictures of the beach. This picture is pretty cool because our baby moon, we actually went to a place called Palm Cove, which is like literally identical to this photo. I think this photo might not be Palm Cove, but so that's pretty cool. It's like literally where we went and what we did. There's lots of pictures of beds and sleeping, which let me tell you, that was me in my like first trimester. I was like Dead to the World. And then pictures of Pilates. I literally took a similar photo like this at a Pilates studio. That's cool. So there's a few photos where like I literally like I've taken that photo, which is really cool. Oh, and this was like my slow living focus. Yeah, so it's really cool to like actually look at my past vision board and see that there are a few things that I have accomplished, and there's also a few things that I didn't accomplish. And I think it's okay to not accomplish things as well, as long as you've like set that goal and you're striving towards things, because if you didn't set the goal at all, then you wouldn't even be striving towards anything, and you may not reach any goals, if that makes sense. So it's like you might as well just set them, right? Okay, so now I want to talk about 2025, which I can't believe I'm saying that, 2025, that's crazy. Like last year, I set an intention or a word for the year, which was slow down. This year, my word and intention is balance. So I really want balance within all parts of my life, balance in my personal life, especially now that I have a baby. I really want to, I don't know, I just feel like being a mother is like a balancing act in itself. Yeah, that's my word for 2025, and I want to share with you my goals for 2025 as well. Let me get them up. Okay, so in terms of my goals for 2025, I've got the same categories, so personal, wellness, financial, career, etc. In personal, I've got make 2 new friends by the end of the year. I don't know what it is, but being in your 30s and a mum, it's been really difficult for me to make friends. So low-key, that is my goal, to make 2 new friends. My next goal is read 12 books by the end of the year, which is the same goal as last year. Let's hope that I actually accomplish it. As I said before, I've literally got 5 books on the go right now that I haven't finished. So if I finish those 5 books, then that's like almost half of my goal. Maybe we can do that. Oh, I'm currently reading Harry Potter for the first time, and let me tell you, it's actually really good, and I'm low-key addicted. So if I just read the whole series, maybe that will help me accomplish my goals. Oh yeah, and something, I didn't write this goal down, but something that I'm mindful of with books is that this year I don't want to buy any books. I want to either read all the books that I have in my house, borrow them from a library, or borrow them from friends and family. So that's like a goal in itself, but I didn't write it down here because it's not like a actual goal. The next goal is a babysitter once a month, so me and my husband can go on a date night. We've done this twice already. So in November we went to Coldplay and got a babysitter, and then we saw Wicked in December. So yeah, we decided we want to continue this and just at least 1 date night a month. 1 date night a week would be great, but we're just being realistic, getting a babysitter once a month. And then my last personal goal is focus on Kiani's development, so my baby's development. And in this habit tracker, they have like this daily habits section, and one of my daily habits for that is to like read Kiani a book. So every day I want to read her a book to help her development. In terms of wellness goals, I want to regain my pre-baby strength and lifting capacity. So I'm so weak right now, haven't been to the gym about 6 months. I'm starting like the process of getting strong again, and I really want to get strong again because I just think that it's just will help my overall lifestyle, especially now that Kiani's getting really heavy. It'd be good to like have some more muscles to like lift her and stuff. So I put that down as a goal. And the next one is finish the postnatal workout plan. I'm doing this postnatal workout plan, and it's like an 8-week, I think it's 8 to 10 weeks, and it's really good so far. And yeah, I just want to finish that. And then my next goal is to join a gym. So once I finished that prenatal class, I want to join a gym and work out 2 to 3 times a week. That's the goal. I also want to go on 2 to 3 hikes. I low-key love hiking, but I just haven't done it in the last like, probably 2 years. But I would love to go on some hikes, 2 to 3 hopefully. And then my last one is to get my tooth fixed, which is low-key funny. This tooth has like I have like a cap on this tooth, and it's just going a bit feral, so I want to get that fixed this year. Okay, so in terms of financial goals, I've got be earning more than a certain amount a month through like social media. That would be great. I'm going to keep some of the numbers private just because of privacy reasons, but the next one is to build on our investment portfolio, and I have a certain number here as well. Yeah, would love to do that. I think it's so important to invest, especially when you're young. And then the last financial goal I have is contribute money to our mortgage, which we started doing last year actually, and it's crazy how much money it saves you in the long run when when you do contribute to your mortgage. Like, it was crazy. Like this one time we had a bit of money sitting around, and I was like, oh, let's put it in our mortgage. It was like $800 or something, and we put it in, and I tracked it online. There's this website called Mortgage Monster, I think it's called, and you can enter in your mortgage details. And it was crazy, like just that $800 saved us a month and a week off our mortgage, and saved us, was it $2,500 or something in interest in the long run, which is absolutely crazy. And especially because we're on a pretty high interest rate, I think, yeah, contributing money will really help us. Now on to career goals. I've got a goal of 25,000 subscribers. I'm currently on 15, so I'm hoping that I can get another 10. I don't know, maybe I'm dreaming too big, but that would be amazing. The next goal is to have monthly paying collaborations. I want to post 52 YouTube videos this year. That equates to 1 a week. I think I looked it up from last year how many I posted, and I think I only posted like 20 videos or something. So yeah, 52 will be a stretch, but let's do it. Next goal is to get sponsorships for my travel videos. My travel videos are like the best videos on my channel, and they're the ones that I absolutely love doing, and I hope to do some travel, which we'll get into with the goals that I've got. I'd love to get sponsorships for those travel videos, like in terms of accommodation and activities. And I want to take a new profile picture, so get some more professional photos done. Now onto other, this is basically like my travel goals. So I've got travel to Brisbane because I really want Kiani to meet Braden's side of the family. They all live up there. So his great grandmas and aunties and like great aunties and cousins and all that kind of stuff. And we've actually planned that, so hopefully I'll be able to tick that off soon. Next goal is to travel to Tasmania. I have family in Tasmania, like my grandparents are in Tasmania. I would love to travel to Tasmania for Kiani to meet them. And also I think Tasmania would be a really good place to travel with a baby because it's in Australia, yet Tasmania is like freaking so beautiful and there's so much to do there. I think it would be a good little taste of what it's like traveling with a baby. We'll also love to travel overseas somewhere. We have potentially one thing happening at the end of the year, but that's not set in stone yet. So definitely want to travel overseas, just not sure where yet. And the last one is to go on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise. I think that would be a fun little holiday to go on with a baby. So I popped that down. I did look it up and she has to be 6 months. That won't happen until probably like in the middle of the year. Yeah, those are my goals for 2025. I'm so excited to smash them. Let's do it. Okay, now moving on to my vision board. This is a very minimal vision board, but I popped a few things here of pictures and stuff that I want to kind of accomplish for the year. So as you can see here, there's some baby content, and that kind of resembles getting back to my pre-baby strength and helping her development. And then I've got like reading books, having balance. I've got some green smoothies there. I'm not really like a green smoothie advocate at all. I think it's a bit of a scam, but that photo just had it in there. Next, I've got the word balance, which is, as I mentioned, my motto for the year. I've got a camera here to resemble YouTube and my goals with YouTube. Got a picture of a plane. I low-key miss being on a plane. Is that weird? I worked as a flight attendant. I'm on maternity leave, obviously, but I low-key miss being on a plane. So that resembles like the travels that we want to do this year. This is a bridge in Tassie that I love to visit. Suspension bridge. Looks really cool. Yeah, just pictures focusing on baby. This is a picture of a cruise. I'd love to watch the sunset on the cruise. That'll be so beautiful. And then I've just got like some wholesome pictures like flowers, and then I've got a strong gal here, which I hope to be one day. And then pictures of like a family, like families on holidays, which you know, I can kind of see us doing and like kind of taking these similar photos. And then back to my workout goals, definitely wanting to hit to the gym. Oh, and I love this quote, my body is healthy, my mind is creative, and my soul is calm. Yeah, and then I've just got like investing and getting rich, which we all want. Anyways, yeah, those are my goals for this year. Let me know what your goals are in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Let's all share with each other and inspire each other about our goals. If you want to see me reach these goals or fail completely, subscribe. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. Let's kick it this year. Let's smash out our goals. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.